Welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome. Excellent. And we are live. Okie doke. We are hunting for Bernard, the carpenter, at Martha's something rest. Martha's Rest. Because we gotta bring him back to build some stuff for Mid so that she can build some stuff for us. So let's go find him. Big kind of sweeping right curve, and then I'll be over there. Okay.
Good girl.
Woo!
Fly, Ambrosia.
What happens if I get in a fight? Well, I can just run. Hey, cool. Good with... Fine with me. Oops, too far.
Hi. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you know?
The old fade to black so we can explain the plot
That beats tacking boards
move.
to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha,
You know, that
didn't
might
mind
be
me
helpful
being
for
gone a
me to
while,
like
then
quickly
neither do I.
summarize where
You
we're
just
at,
tell me where you want me.
because I
That's
seem
the
to miss
I,
the big details in the flood of
couldn't ask a
small
favor, though, could I?
details.
Before we go?
Of course.
You know, mostly because I'm talking over the dialogue like I am now.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
For a moment, I thought his small favor was to be to clean up all the overgrowth and rebuild all the buildings so that people can live there again. Like, that's your job, carpenter. Okay, kill some monsters. I can do that. Oh, I forgot. I have some new powers. Nice. Oof. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh. Come on. That was unreasonable.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, People started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
I like
Clive,
that feature.
You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest soon?
Ah, Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet.
So this is probably another short episode. It's a little late already. Pretty tired. I've played. This is now my third time in the last 24 hours.
Clive, where have you been?
And I've got work
Ask
tomorrow.
you something about Torgal.
Been a good day off, but
Where did you get him? Like, in the first place?
back to the real world.
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Torms?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers,
What?
just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf. It had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
Oh boy.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Nice, the shop is open. What kind of cool stuff can I get down here? Sick marble workbench. Jeez.
Brilliant.
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
All right, man.
I wish Miss...
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon.
Are you gonna tell me about the map again?
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What?
Are you gonna wait here?
Here?
Would that be a problem?
No, Clive. I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
She's calling you dumb.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble. It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
Dalmekian
I kind of
government
wish I could
seems
explore
for
these
peace.
cities a little bit more
How
before I
shall we
just
respond?
run in and wreck
If
their
they're willing to
crystals and
accept their
disappear
fault in the
again.
matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Were they talking to the kid? They're acting like the kid convinced.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when
Hugo
the
to work with
Dalmecs
them?
will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments.
Who's Dion? That Dion?
The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
I think he's the other blonde boy that I get confused with Joshua. They've used his name several times. I wish they would use each other's names more often in general. The side characters. I want to look at that painting too. Give me a close-up on that.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
So something else here. That's Clive's mom, isn't it? So she's now remarried and kept herself in power. Given this amount of time, if these are both her sons,
what do the astrologers augur?
So they're Clive's
the stars are in
half-brothers?
agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Jump! Oh.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there?
Me? Oh.
There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests.
Looking
See that
right
they're
at
added
me.
to my nephew's coffers, would you? 2,000? And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kopko withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
A map lesson. Only 2 giant crystals left. And then whatever this base is down here.
So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift, and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed
A land
enter
apart,
Rosaria from
like
the
Dragon
sea.
Tales.
So then, had you a
I
vested
wish
interest in
with all my
Titan's
heart
survival,
to fly with
whither would you
dragons
take
in a
it?
land apart.
Why home to Drake's Fang, a place rich
Dragon
enough in ether to
tales,
conjure the
dragon
magics
tales.
needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape?
Come along,
Let
take
us say
my
that the
hand.
Royalists did
Let's
put
all
ashore with
go
a
to
mind to spirit
Dragon
Kupka away from under your
Land.
very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican
Everything
colours
around here is
sighted off
named
the coast
Drake
near Port
something or
Isolde,
other.
to spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither
Drake
and yon by
Land.
unforgiving waves,
Drake Tales.
his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists' not the Republicans who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Wait, why are you staking my life on it?
So it was
Stake
the
your own life.
Maluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you
Drake's
half the
breath.
way.
Drake's...
As luck would
I don't
have
know,
it,
what was
I
it,
had
wing?
intended to journey Camberward on
Drake's
business
Fang.
after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short
It's always
detour.
Drake's something or other.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear. With a little help from Sid, of course.
Of course.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I
I
promise.
mean, but while we're there,
The Lancer and the Fang.
might as
brought
well get the
Kupka's
crystal.
personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil, Suncaller, the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
I'm
associate
I'm
of Sid's.
unclear on why exactly we are
Sid's.
destroying the Mother
All I know
Crystals.
is the name, and that they used to be.
They're like the source of
Dalamil
power,
Being.
and
We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe
I don't
the
know.
new
Are we
Sid
like getting
might
rid
be
of
able to
the
bring her back into the
powers
fold.
so that we can have
Thanks.
more
I'll keep that in mind.
equal lives,
So,
more control over our
what
lives,
about your uncle?
like Sid wanted?
I mean, he's welcome to stay.
Is that the
but-
goal?
Don't
Get
look
rid
so
of the
worried.
crystals, no one else gets
You'll be coming
powers,
with me.
and so they can't be exploited?
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
But my powers are pretty cool.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Haha! I like Uncle. He's just trying to have some fun. See the sights. But he's not quite goofy. Final Fantasy VII had a little too much goofy. And now this is almost too dry. But Uncle is a nice balance to Clive. I hope he's cracking jokes all over here.
I was
Get
a young
Clive to
man
smile
when
once in a
last
while.
I walked this path.
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Anytime we're in a desert, I think of Uncharted. Old Nate and Sully. Back at it
Destination
again.
lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy,
Helldiver.
you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition.
Become a Helldiver.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember.
Bum, bum, bum,
It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived, but you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand.
Sorry, Uncle, what'd you say? Reminiscing about our childhood, I believe.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn?
Oh. Is this not where we're stopping? I guess not. White chocobo here looking a little dirty. I'm supposed to wash it, am I?
There she is. The good old Dalamil Inn.
Ah,
Do you know,
the
this
oasis.
heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Nice. This is a cool little place. Whoa. Whoa. Cool. Wow, that looks good. Oh, get me up close to that water, please. Love me some good video game water. Take a dive, Clive. What, that kid? Oh.
Look, there.
A black chocobo.
Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
Are all these weird fake words
Not
they
on
have
play now,
based
Torgal.
off of
Dogs aren't allowed
Japanese words? Like, what the heck is a Waluder? And Dorn here, or whatever that place was he said. It's just like, many of these words are made up of sounds that we don't even combine in English. And then you've got people like Clive. Clive. Sounds like an accountant in the 80s. Suburban America. Regular old dude.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and
Ooh.
honey.
Two bowls of
Yeah.
that then. An ale.
Let me eat
Right
some
you are.
chocobo.
Go!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
What does chocobo taste like? Is it chicken? I'd have to imagine. Don't tell me. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is Joshua, right?
Your Grace.
It is plain you are
Just
not
look
yet well enough to travel.
downstairs.
If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on.
Your brother
Prince
must have a
Dion
high
has returned to
potion
his
on
camp
him.
and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all
Okay.
costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. You must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
I mean, it's clear now that these two blonde kids are not the same person, but he just used his name. That would have been helpful before. But now I know that they're different. Joshua, Dion. And they're going to meet. That's going to be great. There's just so many characters with intertwining subplots. It's like nobody's really even staying on their own plot. They're always crossing over with somebody that I've already met or that I've gonna met soon, and then some of them meet independent of me. And then it's like, wait, now you two know each other? It's like, what? There's a lot going on.
Keep watch, they tell us.
I'm the
All
main
I see
character,
is
don't you
sand.
understand? Nothing
I hear
happens
they
unless
got our
I'm
guest
there.
Back to the Fang without any trouble.
I guess not.
We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey,
Quiet it, loudmouth. Now you've done it.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
My bad. Well, Uncle's bad.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in Camber that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
Now smack him with the bowl.
I'm afraid we won't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Take him.
Do tornadoes work inside?
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
Easy. Sorry. Now when you wake up, can we follow you to your camp? All full up, Uncle?
Your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Alright, Uncle. Getting creepy. Move on. Oh, look at that water. Whew!
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
My Joshua detector's going off.
Clive?
Where are you? He's not over here. Joshua hated carrots.
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
What is that pot sitting on? Are they just floating?
Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
Oh, yeah, look at that water.
Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
I want to walk in it. Let me in. Let me in! Let me go swim.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Oh boy.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
I keep thinking of that food they were eating. Watching people eat old-timey pub food makes me hungry. Hunk of meat, loaf of bread, block of cheese maybe. That's all you need.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalimil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalimil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
That last bit was not as smooth as the first part. Beach access?
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream. Before the canyons were lost to beasts and bandits. When I was a girl, I would wave to the
swim in
boatmen as
there.
they set off on their long journey, and they would throw me sweetmeats in return. Such happy times.
Okay. Just came down here to get a look at the water. Try to jump in it. It's not an open world game though.
1,000 gil for a measly
Guess I
bunch
would
of
have seen
Gazal
a swimming
greens.
mechanic if it was here.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
Would have seen it by now already. Huh? Oh. Hello.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalimil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Yes, of course.
Well, it's not like we've got a
Influences
reason
are
to.
definitely never young.
Emergency is they've shut down the whole mine for it.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to
Oh,
tell
here
you?
we go.
It's not a toy.
Can I
Hello, young whippersnapper.
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalimil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
What is that place? Salt deposits. Looks cool too. Can I
Well,
stand on that
it
one?
sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this photo knows.
To dive straight in. Swim over to these rocky bits and Hang out on that beach. Ugh. Be nice. Also, while I'm thinking about it, I think I'm gonna swap this back to the purple one. Because I'm just used to it. And I wasn't overly impressed with the abilities of the brown one.
Hanging lanterns, keep it up. Silver platters, just like they eat off in Castle Dasbog.
Ferda, hello.
How about a hot bath to soothe the aches and pains of the road?
Your arms are like iron. Are all your muscles so hard?
To show you.
Oh.
Can afford it.
Oh my. Get a room, you two.
Fetch.
I guess that's the idea.
Excuse me. Are you Ferda?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
Hello, Ferda.
I hope so.
Hello, mother.
You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dallam?
Here I am at
We
Camp
believe she may be a
Granada.
trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Excellent. Quick question. What's a bordello?
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as
Oh.
I think.
They're gone. I guess they got a room. Good for them.
So you're the ones who've been
Oh.
sniffing around.
Ah, double
beg your
twins.
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it. Give me! Waken winds!
Who are you working for? Him or her?
I'm absolutely murdering monsters with those same moves, but
boss.
for you
He wanted us
guys,
to test you.
I pulled my
Though
punches
I
a
would
bit,
hardly call that a test.
so you'll get away with
Oh,
just some
Ferda.
bruises.
Look what the cat dragged in. Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
To the Lock of Leisure. Where are we going?
Plates and pots!
Oh, the Lock of Leisure.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Take a sniff, good sir.
Bread? Oh. I wanted to buy some bread. Can't smell anything. Smells like dog hair.
Finest fabrics, fresh.
Ooh, swords.
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man... 5 times my age?
Ooh.
But enough of the pleasantries.
Young people.
I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have
all
my
of it?
aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
Well, like I'm your personal Batman now?
If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Thank you,
Manners,
Uncle.
Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
Follow the spiders. If anybody was looking for some stuff, all they'd have to do would be to follow the spiders. Do you have any crystals?
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Crystals being money or like a power source
Why is the tavern shut?
situation? Oh, okay. This lamp is hanging by a string. So is that one. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So fill our cups and light our stoves. Huh.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
The juiciest meat from greens-fed birds.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
Well, I hope you gave as good as you got.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
I'll be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on.
Is that what happens when you
They'll probably be back at the inn by now.
make your money the way she does? Your speech becomes riddled with innuendo.
The most fragrant herbs and
My carpets have pride of
What was all that?
Sure, it helps to be clever.
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
Whoops,
I'm looking for
sorry.
my pal. Have you seen him?
You saw
The
my
gentleman who was
tornado
with you?
attack then?
Yes, he's upstairs, but
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Uncle. I do believe I'm out of the zone. Oh, maybe not.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too
Don't
happy
take
to
it.
part with. Should you give
Haven't
me
you
a
heard
reason
of the
to
curse
do
of the
so?
Black Pearl?
All right.
I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here. What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd asked for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
I need a drink.
Whoa. Oh. A crystal. She's lighting up a doobie with it. Okay. Him too. Interesting. It's like it is some source of energy, power.
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out of Kupka's trough is when they want to lord it over us.
Hi, doggy. You hungry, doggy? Sorry, doggy. Maybe I can help you out sooner or later. Oh, shoot. Sorry, Uncle, can't go around. Yeah, not going through that door.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Yes, they're quite the finest fabrics.
Poor choice of words. I think a chocobo's too fat to fly. Be nicer to your little chicken horse. Oh no, evil chocobos. Oh, okay. What's the plan here? Can I jump? Wait. How the heck am I supposed to get over there? Am I able to go through that gate after all? Oh boy. Sorry, we ain't fighting. We're just trying to figure out where to go. Wait, there's a bridge right there. Wait. I don't have to go through that gate at all. It's just this bridge over here.
I can walk from here.
Okay. Oops. Anyway. Take two.
Ready, go?
Well, I am quite pleased to have a chocobo for this part. Appreciate the detour, Mason. Take me forever to run through here. This doesn't look like it's about to crumble.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Whoa!
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
Duh.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion, and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere.
no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
It's not over yet, Uncle. Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
Ah, okay. There's that ability. Oh no! Okay. Just a swarm of evil chocobos? Boom. More crystals for me. So I can light my cigarettes or whatever
Well,
they do?
That wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive? I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the
Finally,
same.
someone else noticed that he
Passage
has
through
a
the south
silly
gate, was it
name.
not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the...
Here, wear this. Any
Okay.
friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Omia Lostelan. Tuisa Achilles.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Woohoo.
My carpets have dried.
Now I can go through the gate. Yes, I can. Cool.
Ah, they've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Well, we can make our way back to the Fang now, at least.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Tolmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. My man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Sid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Very cool.
Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press on.
What is this place?
This is the spring which provides the water for the Dalimil Inn's famous healing baths. I wouldn't mind having a dip myself. If we didn't have more pressing matters to attend to, of course.
Nicely done, Torgal. Well, I did want to take a dip, Uncle, so go ahead, get your feet wet. Such a cool place. Whoa. What in the world?
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert, you'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Actually, a couple of different locales around here that we haven't been to just yet. One, two, three, four. We're gonna load up into here, and then that is gonna be it for tonight.
taunting me?
Okay. That was a nice table. What's wrong with you?
Out of my sight, witch!
Oh, come on.
I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Well, that made me feel bad for him.
Hugo, you are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light.
Why don't they just graft a couple of miniguns onto his arms? Like Barrett.
Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Ooh, who dat? A swarm of rock aliens. Oh, ooh, ugh. What the heck? We got orcs now?
Orcs.
Ha! I was right.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
It was Saruman. They were men once. Okay. We're gonna call it there. Pick it up next time. Fight some orcs. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Alright. Catch you on the next one.